to the calm and curious. Get comfortable wherever you are. Take a deep breath in and out. Tonight, we are going on a gentle journey to discover the power within your body, your muscles. If you're like our content, consider helping us create more educational videos by subscribing, liking, and commenting. Thank you. There is no need to remember any of this. Just let the words wash over you. Let your body slowly calm down and relax, feeling the strength beneath your skin, the movement waiting within you. Let us begin. You have over 600 muscles in your body, 600 separate muscles, working together in perfect coordination. Each one has a specific purpose. Each one is essential to movement. Together, they create the power that lets you move, the force that allows you to act, the very engine of your being. Muscles make up about 40% of your total body weight. If you weigh 150 pounds, about 60 pounds of that is muscle. Nearly half of you is capable of movement. Nearly half of you is designed for action. There are 3 types of muscle in your body. Skeletal muscle, which moves your bones. Smooth muscle, which lines your organs. Cardiac muscle, which beats in your heart. Each type is different in structure. Each type is different in function. Each type is essential to life. Skeletal muscles are the ones you control consciously. When you decide to move your arm, you are activating skeletal muscle. When you walk, when you smile, when you reach for something, these are voluntary movements happening because you choose them. Your actions follow your intentions. Your muscles obey your will. Smooth muscles work without your conscious control. They line your stomach, your intestines, or your blood vessels. They contract and relax on their own, moving food through your body, adjusting blood flow, working while you sleep. Automatic functions happening without thought. The body caring for itself without your awareness. Your heart is made of cardiac muscle. It is a special type found nowhere else in your body, capable of contracting rhythmically for your entire life. It beats about 100,000 times per day, pumping blood without rest. This is the muscle that never stops working, the engine that never turns off. The strongest muscle in your body is the masseter, your jaw muscle, the one you use for chewing. It can exert a force of up to 200 pounds, or about 90 kilograms. It is powerful enough to crack nuts, strong enough to tear food. Remarkable strength concentrated where you need it most. Tremendous force applied with precision. The largest muscle in your body is the gluteus maximus, your buttock muscle, the one that extends your hip. It allows you to stand from sitting, to climb stairs, to run uphill. This is the muscle that lifts you up, that propels you forward through life. The smallest muscle is the stapedius in your ear. It is less than 1 millimeter long, about 1/20th of an inch. It controls the smallest bone in your body, dampening loud sounds to protect your hearing. Though tiny, It is vital. Though small, it is essential. Size does not determine importance. Function defines value. Muscles can only pull. They can never push. They contract to create force, shortening to move your bones. To move a joint in two directions, you need at least two muscles. One muscle bends the joint, while another straightens it. Opposition creates motion. Pairs work together in harmony. Every push and pull achieved through perfect coordination. Muscles work in pairs called antagonistic pairs. When one muscle contracts, the other relaxes. Your biceps bends your elbow, while your tricep straightens it. Balance comes through opposition. Movement comes through cooperation. One muscle gives as the other takes. This is harmony in action. It takes 43 muscles to frown, all of them pulling your face downward, creating that expression of displeasure. But it takes only 17 muscles to smile. There is less effort required to show happiness. More work needed to show sadness. Joy is the easier path. Happiness is your natural state. You use over 200 muscles just to take a single step. Muscles from your feet to your core to your arms all working together. They coordinate your balance, propel you forward, maintain your posture. Walking is incredibly complex, yet you do it without thinking. Hundreds of muscles are working in perfect symphony with every step you take. Your tongue is made of 8 separate muscles. It is not one muscle, but 8 working together as one. They allow you to speak, to taste, to swallow. This is the most flexible muscle group in your body, capable of precise movements in any direction. Speech and sustenance both depend on this remarkable organ. Muscles are made of long cells called muscle fibers. Each fiber is a single cell, but it is very long and thin. Bundles of these fibers create the muscle. Bundles of bundles create strength. They are like individual threads woven together, creating the rope of movement. Unity produces power. Cooperation generates force. Each muscle fiber contains tiny structures called myofibrils. Inside each myofibril are even tinier filaments, proteins called actin and myosin. These filaments slide past each other, creating contraction. Microscopic movement produces visible action. The smallest parts generate the greatest force. When a muscle contracts, it can shorten by up to 70% of its resting length. This is powerful contraction. This is remarkable change. It is like a spring compressing, like a rope being pulled tight. The transformation from long to short, from expansion to compression. This is the fundamental motion of life. Muscles need energy to contract. They use a molecule called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Your muscles store enough ATP for just a few seconds of work. After that, they must produce more. There is constant creation, ongoing fuel production. Energy is always flowing. Power is continually renewing. Your muscles produce ATP from glucose and oxygen. They break down sugar, and they also use the air you breathe. When you exercise hard, your muscles need more oxygen, so you breathe faster. Supply meets demand. Breath feeds strength. Air becomes action. Oxygen fuels motion. When muscles work without enough oxygen, they produce lactic acid. This is what causes that burning feeling during intense exercise. It is a signal to slow down, a message from your muscles. Discomfort protects you. Pain acts as communication. The body is asking for rest, requesting recovery. Muscles grow stronger when you use them. Exercise creates tiny tears in muscle fibers, and your body repairs them stronger than before. This process is called hypertrophy. You must break down to build up. Damage leads to growth. Stress produces strength. Challenge creates change. Muscles that are not used will atrophy. They become smaller and weaker, losing mass over time. This can happen in just weeks of inactivity. Use it or lose it is a fundamental truth of muscle tissue. Action preserves function. Movement maintains strength. Your muscles are constantly repairing themselves. Even while you sleep, protein synthesis is happening within them. They are building new fibers, replacing damaged ones. Rest is when growth occurs. Sleep is when strength is built. Recovery happens in stillness. Renewal occurs in rest. Muscle memory is real. When you learn a movement, your brain and muscles form connections. Even after years without practice, those connections remain intact. Skills are stored in neural pathways. Movement is remembered in synapses. This is learning that lasts. This is ability that endures. Your eye has 6 muscles controlling its movement. They allow you to look left and right, up and down, to track moving objects through space. These are the fastest moving muscles in your body, capable of contracting in milliseconds. There is speed in the smallest places. There is precision in the most delicate movements. You blink about 15 to 20 times per minute. Each blink uses the orbicularis oculi muscle, closing your eyelid to protect your eye. That is over 20,000 blinks per day. This is constant movement, continuous protection. It never stops. It is always working to keep you safe. Shivering is your muscles contracting rapidly to produce heat. When you are cold, your muscles shake involuntarily, generating warmth through movement. About 80% of muscle energy becomes heat rather than motion. Movement creates temperature. Action produces warmth. The body heats itself through this mechanism. Survival comes through motion. Muscle cramps are sudden and involuntary contractions. They are often caused by dehydration, overuse, or mineral imbalances. The muscle contracts but cannot relax, causing intense pain. This is a signal that something is wrong, a message to address an imbalance. Discomfort demands attention. Pain requests care and correction. Stretching helps prevent muscle cramps and injury. It lengthens muscle fibers. It increases flexibility. It improves blood flow to the tissue. Regular stretching keeps muscles healthy and ready to move when you need them. Preparation prevents damage. Care avoids injury before it occurs. Your muscles contain proprioceptors. These are special sensors that detect position and movement, telling your brain where your body is in space. This is how you can touch your nose with your eyes closed. There is awareness without sight. There is knowledge without looking. The body knows itself intimately. Fast twitch muscle fibers contract quickly and powerfully. They are used for sprinting, jumping, lifting heavy weights. They fatigue rapidly, but they produce great force in short bursts. These fibers provide power over endurance. They give strength over stamina. They enable explosive action and brief intensity. Slow twitch muscle fibers contract slowly, but can work for long periods. They are used for marathon running, long-distance cycling, maintaining your posture throughout the day. They fatigue slowly, but they produce less force than their fast-twitch counterparts. These fibers provide endurance over power. They give stamina over strength. They enable sustained action and lasting effort. Most muscles contain a mixture of fast twitch and slow twitch fibers. The proportion varies between different people and between different muscles in the same person. Genetics determines some of this variation. Training can change some of it over time. This creates individual differences and personal variation. Each body is unique, and each person is different in their capabilities. Elite sprinters have more fast twitch fibers than average. Elite marathon runners have more slow twitch fibers than average. Your muscle fiber composition influences what activities you excel at naturally. You are born with certain strengths. Training develops your potential from there. Women generally have less muscle mass than men. On average, women have about 2/3 as much muscle mass, but the muscle fibers themselves are just as strong. There are simply fewer of them. The quality is equal between the sexes. Only the quantity is different. Strength takes many forms, and power is not defined by size alone. Testosterone increases muscle growth significantly. This is why men typically have more muscle mass than women. Higher testosterone levels promote protein synthesis in muscle tissue. Biology influences physiology, and the body responds to the signals it receives. As you age, you naturally lose muscle mass. This process is called sarcopenia. Starting in your 30s, you can lose 3 to 5% of your muscle mass per decade. But strength training can slow or even reverse this loss. Your muscles store about 500 grams of glycogen. That is approximately 1 pound of stored carbohydrate. This stored sugar provides energy for movement. It is fuel for contraction when you need it. There is a reserve ready when needed. Energy waiting to be used. This is storage for action. Preparation for movement. Muscles contain about 75% water by weight. Hydration is essential for muscle function, for contraction, and also for recovery after use. Dehydration impairs performance significantly. It reduces strength. It increases injury risk. Water enables movement. Fluid allows function. Your muscles produce about 85% of your body heat at rest. Even when you are still, they are working quietly. They maintain tension. They produce warmth. They keep you alive. There is constant activity in apparent stillness. There is ongoing work in seeming rest. Your muscles are never completely idle. Muscle cells can be incredibly long. Some cells run the entire length of the muscle, over a foot long in your thigh muscles. These are the longest cells in your body, spanning remarkable distances that seem impossible. Their length is beyond belief. These cells defy normal expectations of cellular size. A single muscle fiber can contain thousands of nuclei. This is unlike most cells which have just one nucleus. There are multiple control centers within each fiber, managing the long length of the cell effectively. Muscles heal faster than many other tissues in your body. Their rich blood supply brings nutrients and oxygen quickly, carrying away waste products more efficiently. Most minor muscle strains heal within a few weeks. Resilience is built into the tissue, and recovery is designed into the system. The body repairs itself naturally. Scar tissue in muscle is different from normal muscle tissue. It is less elastic than healthy muscle, less strong than undamaged fibers. It cannot contract properly like normal tissue. Preventing scar tissue formation requires proper healing techniques. Gentle movement during recovery is essential. Care determines the outcome, and patience produces better results in the long term. The diaphragm is your primary breathing muscle. It is a dome-shaped sheet separating your chest from your abdomen below. When it contracts, it flattens downward, pulling air into your lungs automatically. Every breath you take, this muscle is working for you. This is automatic movement, unconscious action, keeping you alive. You have 4 layers of abdominal muscles. The rectus abdominis muscle is the outermost. The external obliques wrap around your sides. The internal obliques lie beneath them, and the transverse abdominis is the deepest layer. Together, they protect your organs from injury. They support your spine. They allow you to bend and twist. They provide core stability and give you central power. A six-pack appears when body fat is low enough to see the rectus abdominis muscle clearly. The muscle has natural divisions built into it, creating that segmented look people desire. Everyone has this muscle structure, but not everyone can see it through their skin. There is hidden strength beneath the surface. There is covered power waiting to be revealed. Your back muscles include some of the largest muscles in your body. The latissimus dorsi spreads across your back. The trapezius covers your upper back and neck. The erector spinae runs along your spine. They allow you to pull objects toward you, to lift things from the ground, to stand upright against gravity's constant pull. This is support you cannot see, strength working behind you always. Poor posture weakens certain muscles and tightens others over time. Sitting hunched forward weakens your upper back muscles. It tightens your chest muscles. Over time, this creates muscular imbalance, leading to pain and dysfunction. Your position shapes your function. Your habits determine your health. The way you sit each day affects the way you are able to move. Your pelvic floor muscles support your internal organs from below. They control bladder and bowel function throughout your life. These muscles are often ignored, but they are critically important to daily life. These are hidden muscles performing essential functions, providing strength you rarely think about consciously. Kegel exercises strengthen the pelvic floor muscles effectively. You contract and relax them deliberately, building strength and control over time. These exercises are important for both men and women. This is care for hidden muscles. Attention given to overlooked strength that matters greatly. Your grip strength involves many muscles working together. Muscles in your forearm contract. Muscles in your hand engage. Even your shoulder and back muscles provide stability. A firm handshake requires coordination between them all. Sustained holding requires endurance from multiple muscle groups. Grip strength declines with age naturally. It is often used as an indicator of overall health and longevity by researchers. Weaker grip correlates with higher mortality risk in studies. This is a small measurement with significant meaning. A simple test revealing broader truth about health. The hand shows what the body holds. Your calf muscles help pump blood back to your heart. When they contract during walking, they squeeze the veins in your legs, pushing blood upward against gravity's downward pull. They are sometimes called the second heart, assisting circulation throughout your body. Your legs basically help your heart with every step you take. The Achilles tendon connects your calf muscle to your heel bone. It is the strongest tendon in your body, capable of withstanding enormous forces during activity. But it is also vulnerable to injury, especially with sudden movements or overuse. This represents both strength and fragility. The greatest structures are also sometimes the most vulnerable to damage. Your quadriceps is actually 4 separate muscles working as one. They work together to extend your knee joint, to straighten your leg when you stand. 4 muscles become one functional unit. Individual parts create unified action. Cooperation produces power, and coordination generates strength beyond individual capability. Your hamstrings are 3 muscles at the back of your thigh. They bend your knee when you walk and extend your hip when you run. They provide opposition to the quadriceps in front and create balance with the muscles at the front of your thigh. Muscle imbalances can lead to injury over time. If your quadriceps are much stronger than your hamstrings, your knee joint becomes vulnerable to damage. Balance provides protection from injury. Symmetry creates safety in movement. Equal strength distributed properly makes power balanced appropriately. Your rotator cuff is a group of 4 small muscles. They stabilize your shoulder joint. They allow your arm to rotate in its socket. Though small, these muscles are critically important to arm function. Injury here can be debilitating to daily activities. Recovery can be slow and frustrating. Delayed onset muscle soreness appears 24 to 72 hours after exercise. That achy feeling after a hard workout is caused by microscopic damage and inflammation in the tissue. It is a sign your muscles are adapting to the challenge. They are getting stronger in response. Ache is becoming strength. Temporary pain is building your future strength. Muscles can become knotted or develop trigger points. These are areas of persistent contraction within the muscle, creating tender spots that hurt when pressed. Massage can help release these knots, restoring normal function to the affected area. Release brings relief. Letting go creates ease and comfort again. Your facial muscles allow you to make expressions. Over 40 muscles in your face work together, creating thousands of possible expressions to communicate emotion. They communicate emotion without words. They show feeling through movement alone. Some facial muscles attach to skin rather than bone. This is unique in the body. It allows the subtle movements of expression we all rely on. They pull skin to create smiles, frowns, looks of surprise, and every other expression. This connection creates communication and reveals feeling. You have muscles in your ears that most people cannot control voluntarily. These are the muscles that can wiggle your ears when activated. They are vestigial now, once used to orient ears toward sound sources. This is leftover anatomy from evolution. Your muscles respond to electrical signals from nerves. Each nerve impulse triggers a contraction, releasing calcium inside muscle cells to begin the process. A chemical cascade follows the electrical spark. Movement begins with the signal traveling through. Electricity becomes motion through this process, as impulses create actions in the tissue. A motor unit is one nerve and all the muscle fibers it controls. Small muscles, like those in your fingers, have small motor units for precise control. Large muscles, like those in your thigh, have large motor units for generating force. Precision requires fine control through small units, and power needs broad command through large units controlling many fibers. The more motor units recruited, the stronger the contraction produced. This is gradation of force. This is scaling of power to match the task. There is adjustment to need. Response perfectly matched to demand, moment by moment. Muscles can learn to recruit more motor units through training. This is how you get stronger without getting bigger in size. It is better coordination, more efficient use of existing muscle. Strength comes from improved connection. Power increases through better communication between nerve and muscle. Paralysis occurs when nerves cannot signal muscles properly. The muscles themselves may be perfectly healthy, but without nerve input, they cannot contract at all. When the signal is lost, movement stops completely. Electrical muscle stimulation can activate paralyzed muscles artificially. External signals replace the missing nerve impulses, keeping muscles from atrophying during paralysis. Technology substitutes for biology. Electronics replace the work of damaged nerves. Your muscles contain pain receptors called nociceptors. They detect damage to the tissue. They sense inflammation and alert you to injury that needs attention. Pain guides you to rest the affected area, to seek healing when needed. Discomfort acts as protection. Hurt serves as warning. Some people are double-jointed or hypermobile in their joints. Their muscles and connective tissues are more elastic than average, allowing unusual flexibility and range. This gives greater range of motion, but also carries greater injury risk. Flexibility and fragility go together. Mobility and vulnerability are paired. Extremes carry consequences in both directions. Warming up prepares muscles for exercise ahead. It increases blood flow to the tissue, raises the temperature, and improves elasticity before work begins. Warmer muscles contract more efficiently, as they are less likely to tear under load. Preparation prevents injury before it happens. Readiness reduces risk significantly. Cooling down helps remove waste products from muscles after work. Gentle movement after exercise keeps blood flowing through the tissue, clearing lactic acid that built up during activity. This is a gradual return to rest, a smooth transition back to recovery. Protein is essential for muscle repair and growth. Amino acids from protein become building blocks for new tissue, constructing new muscle fibers where needed. Without adequate protein in your diet, muscles cannot recover properly from exercise. Nutrition enables growth and repair. You do not need excessive protein to build muscle effectively. About 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight per day is sufficient for most people. That is roughly 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. More than this provides no additional benefit to muscle growth. Excess does not help more. Muscles can adapt to become more aerobic or anaerobic depending on training. Endurance training increases mitochondria in the cells, improving oxygen use for long efforts. Strength training increases protein content, improving force production for brief efforts. Training determines the adaptation that occurs. Exercise shapes the change that happens. Your muscles contain stem cells called satellite cells. When muscle is damaged by exercise or injury, these cells activate, helping repair and rebuild the damaged tissue. Reserves are ready for emergencies. Backup is prepared for damage. Muscle strength peaks in your 20s and 30s, typically. After that, gradual decline is the normal pattern with age. But maintaining activity preserves strength far longer than inactivity. Movement acts as medicine against the passage of years. Astronauts lose muscle mass rapidly in space. Without gravity to provide resistance, Muscles are not challenged sufficiently. They can lose up to 20% of muscle mass in just a few weeks in orbit. This proves that muscles need stress to maintain their strength. Challenge creates preservation. Resistance maintains mass. Muscles can twitch involuntarily sometimes. These are small and random contractions called fasciculations. They are usually harmless, often caused by stress or fatigue rather than disease. This is movement without intention, action without will or choice. The body acts on its own in these moments, independent of conscious control. Hiccups are caused by involuntary diaphragm contractions. The muscle spasms suddenly, pulling air into your lungs quickly. Your vocal cords snap shut immediately after, creating that distinctive sound everyone recognizes. The breath is caught. The rhythm is broken temporarily. Smiling releases endorphins, even if you force the smile. The act of contracting those facial muscles sends signals to your brain automatically. Fake it until you make it actually works with smiling. Movement influences mood directly. Action creates feeling in this way. The body leads the mind sometimes. Chronic stress keeps muscles in a state of constant tension. Shoulders stay raised, jaw stays clenched. Muscles never fully relax completely. Over time, this causes pain and dysfunction in the affected areas. Release becomes necessary. Letting go becomes essential for health. Progressive muscle relaxation is a stress relief technique. You tense each muscle group deliberately, then you release it completely. You learn to recognize tension in your body. You learn to let it go consciously. Control comes through awareness. Peace comes through deliberate practice. Your muscles communicate with your brain through constant feedback. They tell it about position, about tension, about fatigue levels. This information shapes your sense of effort, your feeling of capability in the moment. There is constant conversation happening, ongoing dialogue between body and mind. Muscle burns more calories at rest than fat tissue does. The more muscle mass you have, the higher your metabolic rate becomes. Building muscle increases energy expenditure throughout the day, even while you are sleeping at night. You lose muscle faster than you gain it, unfortunately. Detraining happens quickly, often in just a few weeks of inactivity. Building takes months of consistent effort and work. Destruction is easier than construction. Loss is faster than gain. Maintaining requires ongoing work and dedication. Eccentric contractions cause more muscle damage than concentric ones. Lowering a weight slowly, lengthening under tension, creates more microscopic tears in the tissue. This is why the lowering phase causes more soreness afterward. There is control required in yielding. Strength is needed in giving way. Muscles can become insulin resistant with chronic inactivity. When chronically inactive, muscle cells respond poorly to insulin signals. Exercise improves insulin sensitivity significantly, helping regulate blood sugar levels. Movement maintains proper metabolism. and activity preserves normal function. Shaking during exercise is completely normal. When muscles fatigue, motor unit recruitment becomes less coordinated temporarily. The trembling shows your muscles are working hard, nearing their limit of endurance. Tremor signaling real effort. You can be strong without looking muscular. Strength depends on neural efficiency, not just muscle size alone. Training for strength teaches better recruitment of existing fibers, more coordinated contraction patterns. This is power without bulk, capability without large size. Function matters more than form. Muscle definition comes from low body fat percentage. You can have strong muscles hidden under fat tissue, or weak muscles visible through thin skin. What you see reflects body composition, not necessarily strength level. Appearance can deceive. Surface can mislead observers. What shows is not always what is beneath the surface. Your muscles need rest to grow stronger. Training breaks them down. Rest builds them back stronger than before. Working out every day prevents adequate recovery. It limits progress toward your goals. Rest is as essential as effort. Pause is as important as action. Growth happens in stillness. Improvement occurs during recovery. Sleep is when most muscle recovery happens. Growth hormone peaks during deep sleep stages, and protein synthesis increases throughout the night. 7 to 9 hours supports optimal recovery for most people. Night heals the day's damage. Darkness repairs what light's work created. Consistency matters more than intensity for building muscle. Regular moderate exercise builds more muscle over time than sporadic intense sessions that are irregular. Habit outperforms heroics in the long run. Routine creates real results. Showing up matters most. Your muscles affect your mental health significantly. Exercise releases neurotransmitters that improve mood and reduce anxiety effectively. Strong muscles support an active lifestyle, contributing to overall well-being. Physical strength supports mental strength in many ways. Body health helps mind health. Movement acts as medicine for both. Muscles have been evolving for millions of years, from the first twitching cells in ancient organisms to the complex systems you have now in your body. Adaptation through countless generations, refinement across vast eons of time. Design has been perfected through time. Every animal with muscles uses the same basic proteins. Actin and myosin are universal across species on Earth. This is common heritage, a universal design across life. Life uses the same tools everywhere. Existence is built on similar foundations. Your muscles allow you to interact with the world around you, to reach out and touch what interests you, to walk toward what you love, to hold someone close to you. Without muscles, you would be trapped inside your mind alone. Movement is freedom from confinement. Action is connection with others. Your muscles have been carrying you through life since before birth. Your first movements in the womb were muscle contractions. Your first breath required muscle action. Every step since then has depended on them. They will carry you until your very last moment on earth. They are the movers of your existence, the very force of your life expressing itself. And so we have journeyed through 101 facts about your remarkable muscles, the power that has moved you from your first breath, that will carry you until your last. Your muscles will continue their work through the night, maintaining your posture even as you rest, preparing to move you tomorrow, restoring themselves while you sleep deeply. You do not need to do anything now. Just feel grateful for this strength within you, this power beneath your skin. Your muscles know what to do without your help. Rest well, sleep well, and stay calm and curious. Your remarkable muscles will carry you through whatever comes.